Okay, so we're live.
It says starting soon. I think it's going to wait. It's got 2 minutes, 33 seconds.
Welcome, Louise. We're just waiting for Dorna to join us and a few others, so just bear with us a moment. Thank you for being with us. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Came in as me, though. Does that change anything? You've got your name down there as my name.
Exactly, and it's your name and your name. We're both on, because when I came in before, I came in on chat. It was me on chat.
Okay. All right, so we're just here and we're just going to wait a few minutes. We just literally came up to noon, so we're just going to wait for a few minutes to get other people to have a chance to come in and join us, and then we're going to start.
If anybody is chatting, let me just add a thing to chat. I can go back out and come back in again as a presenter.
You didn't get the email.
It just arrived now.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to turn off the camera a minute.
Okay. And the sound, maybe.
Hello and welcome for those who have just joined. We're just waiting a few minutes for others to come and join us. If you could just introduce yourself via the chat, that would be really useful. Thank you. Welcome, Beverly. Good to have you here. If there's something in particular you want to be sure that we cover, Beverly, you're more than welcome to go ahead and put that on the chat. We're here to clarify things for you, so go ahead and feel free to do that. Hello, Marie. Welcome. I'm glad you're here with us as well. I was just saying, if there's some specific questions you want to be sure we answer today, go ahead and just put them in the chat. We'll also give you a chance to ask questions later when we finish the presentation. We're just waiting for a few more people to join, and then we're going to get started. Good. I'm glad you're interested in this, Beverly. We're going to give you a good indication of what it's all about. So thank you for being with us. We may answer them before the presentation, but if you did want to go ahead and put them there, we will make sure we do cover them as you like. So Dorna's just joined us. Welcome, Dorna.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
We've got a few people already on. I think we just wait perhaps another minute in case anyone's trying to.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
We've got a few people already on. I think we just wait perhaps another minute in case anyone's trying to.
Hello. Hello, everybody. This is not working. Diana, I think I need
We've got a few people already on. I think we just wait perhaps another minute. Welcome, Catherine. Thank you for your message there. Generally interested to equip myself to better manage situations. Okay. We're just trying to get Dorna to come in, and I'm sorry for that, but at the same time, other people are able to jump in. So just be patient with me. We won't be much longer, and then we will get started. I hope everyone's okay with that. Okay, well, I think what we'll do is actually start, and Dorna may just jump in with us via the chat. We've got some information that we want to share with you today. Perhaps I'll just start by introducing myself. I'm Diana Ritchie. I was a student of Dorna's about 11 years ago, so I've been with sophrology now for quite a long time, and I'm one of the teachers that teach alongside Dorna as well. I'm trained in sophrology. I'm registered with the complementary health insurance here in Switzerland, which actually recognizes sophrology as a complementary healthcare practice. And that means that people who have the CME are able to have it reimbursed by the Swiss Complementary Health Insurance. I'm also the Vice President of the International Sophrology Federation, and Dorna is the President of the International Sophrology Federation, which is an organization we created to allow all of the English-speaking sophrologists to join and share and continue their education through the platform. I've also trained in NLP and Reiki and other types of energetic work, and I'm generally a coach and a trainer as well. And so I'm really pleased to have you here today to tell you a little bit more about the Conscious Awareness diploma course that we're offering that will be starting on the 16th of April. And this particular course takes place via a virtual classroom, where in fact you would actually be able to see each other if this is what we were doing right now in the classroom. Here you're only able to chat with me because it's a webinar. But through our virtual classrooms, you actually, it's like Skype, but you'll see everybody, and we have a platform there to put up videos and PDFs and all that sort of stuff. And then you also get access to a homework platform where you have your own dedicated space where you download your homework, you upload your homework, and you do the same with the MP3s as well. So it's really very interactive, and we meet every week on a Monday evening from, this is Swiss time, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we will be doing this between the 4 levels. So each level is 8 weeks. So we have 8 weeks where we will meet every Monday for the first level. Then we have a break of about a month and a bit. Then we meet for the second level. And all these dates, in fact, if you want to see them, are on the Sophrology Center online website under the diploma course. We are into the 21st generation of delivering this program. And we've had tremendous success. And everybody has thoroughly grown and enjoyed it. And we're going to share with you a testimonial in just a few minutes. So let me just finish up explaining the program. 4 levels. First level, I said 8 weeks, a break, 8 weeks, a break. And then we meet for residential of 5 days here in Switzerland. And that gives us all a chance to practice with each other, to learn more, to ask questions, to bond and really work through other content and get ready, in fact, for the 3rd level where you will begin yourself, you will begin to teach the sophrology to a small group. That's part of the program, is this project. You will also be creating your own MP3s through the work that we're sharing with you. So by the time you complete the program, you are up and running. You know how to be a sophrologist, how to work with other people, how to deliver this in a group. And it finishes up with an exam on the theory and on physiology and anatomy, which are some of the things that we cover on a light basis. It's not a medical course that we're teaching here, but it is necessary to understand where the organs of the body are and so on. Also because we work with the cells, and each level has a particular organ that it focuses on. So you do the midway residential. We have level 3, 8 weeks, a break, and then the level 4, 8 weeks and a break. And at the end of it, you get a certificate that allows you to then practice and train with other people. I will just cover the question that Marie has given, which is a nice one. What sort of areas of expertise can sophrology apply to? It applies to many, many different fields. It's, as I said, is recognized here by the complementary health insurance. So in that sense, it is very needed in hospitals for people in terms of being calm and cooperative, and in terms of their healing through any treatments that they might be doing. It has been used in sophrology. Here we have in cancer patients, here we have a English-speaking cancer society who has implemented sophrology, because we work with the organs, we work with the cells, we work with being positive, and so it is very effective. It's also been used very successfully for pregnancy, if that's an area that anybody is, so childbirth and going through a whole pregnancy. Even, of course, any mother who may have had difficulties, potentially losing the child, and you know, as we know at that point, it's not just physical, it's also emotional. It works really well for stress and burnout prevention. Depression, it depends on how deep of a depression and whether it's a clinical depression. We're not medical doctors and we're not psychiatrists, so it depends on the level. But certainly for stress and burnout prevention, even after the burnout, to bring the person back to complete health, it is very, very useful, and is used prominently in that space as well. It's also in terms of personal development, in terms of business excellence, in terms of leadership. I just completed a program with a group of women leaders, and they have grown into being authentic leaders themselves, and have changed literally how they manage in their workspace from many, many aspects, and that could even be another webinar in and of itself. So it's been used in schools, so children, even young children, can do sophrology right through to teenage and beyond. It's used for preparing for exams and being calmer in that space as well. So there's many applications. It depends on you personally, what you want to do with it afterwards, and what specialization you want to give to it will determine, you know, what you do with it. But there is no end to its application. It's also used in sports, if I didn't say that. That's also to help people. Federer, for example, uses it to help perfect their sport. Okay. What I wanted to do right now is I've got a lovely video of Natalie Lazzarotto, who just graduated with us in January, and she talks us through the experience she had through the four levels. So it's only about 6 minutes, so I'm going to just play it so you can actually hear her testimonial, and then I'll come back and talk a bit more. Okay, let me just get that on here for us.
Hello, I'm Natalie Lazzarotto, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sophrology Diploma course. So first, why did you join the Sophrology Diploma course? Well, I was at a time in my life where I had to jobs. The first one was in an import-export company where I'm training, I'm taking care of the expertise as well. And on the other side, I am still a massage therapist in reflexology. And I was trying to put things all together. I was trying to find something that would join these two parts of my life, which were very important for me. And at that time, I met Diana and Dorna at a course, and they suggested to me that this diploma. And as soon as I read it, I thought, oh, this is exactly what I need, something between these two roles that I have. So this is why I joined the course. Now, the course has been an incredible adventure. During the diploma, which lasts for 15 months, we went through the 4 levels of sophrology. After the first level, it was focused on the present and your body. I really felt grounded. I felt closer to myself. I felt more focused and concentrated. And it was really nice to go back to here and now. And actually, I understand very well now why Casado created this method this way. Let's start with being comfortable in who we are and where we are now in our bodies. And then level 2 takes you to a whole new adventure of your future, creating your future, discovering your 5 senses. The inner senses were incredible, all the things that you can remember, all the things that you're connected to, and how you're creating your future. And then after that, we all met up in the mountains so we could all meet each other, share together, start practicing on each other, and that was really, really exciting. And then in level 3, we were going back into our past, looking about all these fantastic memories that we have, how we can remember sensations when we were so little and so small, and bringing up and blowing up these nice parts of your past and shrinking the ones who are not that nice. And it felt for me like a very cleaning, it was a cleansing process that I went through in level 3. And then in level 4, when you're told that it's going to bring everything together, for me it was really the case. Connecting with your values was really, really important for me. All through the process, a lot of people say that they become closer and closer to themselves, and it's exactly how I felt. I felt like I was connecting with myself, with my values. And that was an incredible experience. So honestly, this whole journey of the 4 levels was an incredible journey for me. And I came out, I think, a happier person, and definitely I know myself much better. I'm more conscious of everything that's happening around me now and in my future as well. Now, concerning the third question, what changes do I see in myself now? Well, I do find that I am accountable for my emotions, therefore it means that I can change them. When people often say this triggers my buttons, well, I feel like these buttons are not that raw anymore, that I can actually have more consciousness around when they're triggered. I also find myself more resilient. I find that I bounce back easily. I don't take as much time to stay in an uncomfortable emotion or an uncomfortable situation. I also hold the others accountable for their emotions, and I'm accountable for mine, which also makes that I have a tendency to less think that somebody's doing things related or connected to me, but life belongs to them. One thing that I've also heard myself say a lot during these 15 months is, it is what it is. Let's accept what it is now and how it is now. And that is also putting things into perspective and saying, well, what can I do now? And let's see what can happen in the future. Now, the fourth question is, what am I doing now with this diploma? And this diploma has actually opened up a whole new world for me. And during the diploma, you will be preparing your project, which you will be giving lessons to a little group of people. And that was incredible, because many of my colleagues decided to participate and help me out in my diploma. And watching them evolve, watching them participate was an incredible sensation of well-being, an overwhelming sensation of the trust that people were putting into me, how they helped me evolve, how they gave me spontaneous and very, very honest feedback. And it really made me want to do this more and more, watching people evolve. Sophrology doesn't tell you how you should feel, it asks you how you feel. So every person is really having a completely different experience, which is related to their personalities and their life. And that is a fantastic thing about it, is people can share and learn that everything is different. Every person is different, is going to actually live through the exercise in a different way. And that is the beauty of it, this diversity. Now I'm giving several classes by Skype as well. So I've got a little group of people who are following the level 1 and a new group of people to come. I'd love to be able to do level 2 and level 3 as well. And I also have a little group of women who come in on Saturday mornings. I've built a program on 4 Saturday mornings, 2 hours every time, where we connect and do 2 meditations. And that is a lovely moment in watching people who don't know each other, and just while they're meditating together are building these special connections together. So it's been a wonderful journey. It's been a wonderful experience. Thank you very much, Diana and Dorna, for guiding me through this process. And I am looking forward for more and more sophrology in my life. Have a beautiful day.
Okay, so I hope that was helpful. That's from Natalie herself, and giving you a good perspective of the 4 levels. The 4 levels are a journey. It's like a stepping stone. We start, as she mentioned, in present time. The 2nd level is the future. The 3rd level is the past. And the 4th level is all is one. And there's a reason for all of that, which you would certainly find out. And it pulls it all together in the end. So at the very end, everybody finds that they have discovered or rediscovered, even in some cases, who they actually are, which is beautiful. So in the midst of learning a new career, if I could say that, you also get the opportunity to grow yourself as a person. I'm going to just say, why don't you send me some questions through chat, and I'm more than happy to add more details. I can also maybe tell you a little bit more if anyone has something specific that they want to know. Perhaps I could tell you why I decided to do it back 11 years ago. I tend to learn things really for my own use initially. I'm quite selfish in that way. And I decided I wanted to take the course with Dorna because I wanted to have meditation in my life. This sophrology is a dynamic form of meditation, which really suited me very nicely. And I wanted to do it, and I knew that if I took a course, I would be quite disciplined and would be more willing to commit myself. And it, of course, worked. And then over time, I also then started sharing it with other people because I realized how absolutely amazing it was. And now I get tremendous pleasure out of teaching alongside Dorna this diploma course. Okay, so here we are. So Marie, you're saying, from what I heard, the course is going to guide us through the setup process to be able to be a practitioner on our own. Absolutely, that's the whole point of it. It's a personal journey, but it's also a, in French we call it a métier. It's also a job, a career, in addition to your own qualifications. It's to be able to set you in the world to continue this work. And that is truly the pleasure that we get. That's a vision that Dorna has always had to spread this practice and allow people to take it to where they want. And we're there behind you every step of the way. So yes, that's the answer to that. How many students did you train? Oh my Lord. Potentially, Dorna, you could chat that one back to us. Like I said, we're into the 21st generation online. Over the 11 years, it has been hundreds easily. And they're all over the world because that was partly why we took it online, is to be able to offer the program to people both in Eastern, in Asia, in South Africa, in California, in Canada, all over Europe, through the Middle East, through Africa. So we have people from all over the world who have joined the program. We've got an enormous amount of practice with it. How much time would you need to devote to the studies each week, and can you give us an idea of the cost of the course, please. Yes, of course. All the information is on the, I could perhaps even share the website with you in a minute. How much time do you need to devote to the course? Well, once you join the class on Monday night between 8 to 10 p.m. Swiss time, you will be, we will go through the dynamic meditation exercise that you will be dedicated to, that particular week. Plus, you will be learning some theory. Plus, you will be given homework. Okay, the homework is twofold. One is the meditation that you will do every day. The length of the meditation varies. It could be anywhere from 10, 15 minutes to a half an hour, a little bit more, near the end, where we start to pull in much more content in it. But on average, that's what it is. And you would be doing that exercise every day. In terms of the other kind of homework, it would be an opportunity to practice certain things during the week. You're always taught a breathing exercise that you will also use through the week. You will also be asked to be aware of something through the week, depending on the theme that we're talking about. For example, if we're talking about love, or memories, so we would ask you to be aware of how are your memories being created and how are you using them, and what do you do to access your memories, and how do they appear to you. So that kind of thing. And we might also suggest that you do some research on a particular topic via Google, or watch a YouTube that's relevant. And so the amount of time that would take you, not more than an hour, I don't think. When you get to the later levels where you're creating your project to be able to teach it to a group, there's a bit of work in there, because you're obviously learning how to do a class program. But normally that's what we ask. Okay. I'll come back to you about the cost, because it's on the Sophrology website, the Sophrology Center website, under the diploma course, and I'm going to open that in a second. Okay, hang on, let me just make sure I've answered. How many students did you train? I already answered that. Can we take patients on a one-to-one, or is it always group? No, Marie, of course, once you've learned how to teach in a group, we always suggest a group, and we always suggest initially that you follow exactly what we teach you, because we know it works. But of course, once you, and we will be teaching you as well, specific exercises that are related to specific issues. For example, phobia, for example, stress or sleep. So if people had certain issues that they came to you about, you would be able to deal with them specifically on that. So yes, one-to-one is definitely part of the training. And when we meet together in the residential in Verona, you will be practicing one-on-one with each other as well. So you get all of that training. Is there any person-to-person contact on the course? You are person-to-person. When we are in the virtual classroom, you see each other, you talk to each other, you have direct access to me, the teacher, or Dorna, the teacher. You have direct access to your colleagues who are on it as well. So you see each other. It's just that we're not physically in the same room, but beyond that, the same thing happens. And if you saw there, Dorna says that we've certainly been training on the online platform well over 130 people. Mondays 8 to 10 p.m. is the only time available. With the time difference, it might be difficult for you. You're in the Emirates, I think, Marie. It might be a little bit late, but I don't know how many hours we are difference. Maybe it's 1 or 2 hours, so it could be a little bit late for you. Hopefully not too much. That sort of is what it suits. the program. We can always see if you know, if a 7:30 starts works for people, but normally that's what we're aiming for, really. It's once a week, so even if it was a little bit late for you, it's was really once a week. I should say that we do also tape all of our classes. Okay, there's an audio and video recording, and that is made available to everybody on the class. Should you want to review it, or should you find that you couldn't make one or two of the classes, then you have that as well. And throughout the whole course, you have access to us. We'll be seeing all the homework that you upload. We'll be giving you feedback on everything that you're doing. So there's lots of interaction in terms of student-teacher interaction. We may be adding one in the morning, but that's not certain yet. It would be sort of an 8 to 10 o'clock morning Swiss time, but that's not certain yet either. But if you want, Marie, we could certainly have another conversation specifically for that. And Dorna put up the price there, if everyone is able to see that. It's $7,975 US. That can be paid in one go. It can be paid in several installments. You know, we're here to help you make it work. So just let us know, and we're more than happy to share with you additional information on those installments that you can make throughout the program. More questions? Oh, you're a 3-hour time difference, Marie. Okay. Well, we'll certainly let you know as well if that works out. Why don't you see if you can book in a time and have a direct conversation with Dorna or myself, and we'll certainly talk to you about that. Do you want me to tell you anything about anything else, or is there, I mean, whether it's not just questions, but anything like that? I should say that, again, on the Sophrology Center online website, you can certainly go in and download a free MP3 that gives you a flavor of what the exercise is about. For me personally, I have not found another method that is as comprehensive as sophrology. I keep looking, I keep hoping something will surprise me, but it is so all-encompassing that you get it all. And not only do you get it all, you actually understand what happens in your body and with yourself. So it's quite something. I understand that the diploma course is recognized by the International Sophrology Federation. Can we work all around the world with this diploma? And is there any chance to make the diploma recognized by the French Sophrology Federation as well? Yes, it is recognized all over the world, the diploma course, and in France as well, in the sense that there are lots of multiple schools in France, and all of them give their own diploma. So for you to work in France or to work in French, if that's what you're saying, is something that of course you can do. So that's not a problem. More questions? What else can I tell you? You've got the dates again on the same website. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on as a shared screen. But have a look at, as I said again, the Sophrology Center online website under the diploma course, and you'll see there all of the dates, and you'll see there all of the times and the prices and everything. Yeah, so the next course starts on the 16th of April. There is one that we're looking to also begin in October. So that's also possible. Of course, we would love you to join us in April. So again, let us know. There you go. Those are all the dates that are set up there for the 4 levels of the program. So that means by the May of next year, you'll be done. Have I answered everyone's questions? Any more questions from you, Beverly, that I can answer, or Catherine? Did I answer your question, or do you want something more specific? You're more than welcome, Beverly. Thank you as well for joining. Please get in touch with us if you want more information. We're more than happy to talk to you about it. You know, I understand that it's trying to get your head around what all of this is all about. You know, is a learning process. So definitely get in touch, and we can also allow you to. We would give you contacts with other students or whatever it is that you need. Okay. So thank you for that. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Beverly. Yes, Marie, it's myself and Dorna, and we also have what we call visiting teachers. So some of the more senior sophrologists will also take on 1 or 2 of the courses. We do that because it's also nice to have a perspective from somebody else. And then certainly when we're in the residential, we've got myself and Dorna and at least 2 or 3 other teachers who are up there with us. So that way we can be able to support you thoroughly throughout the whole time that we're there. This webinar will be accessible as a replay as well. So please, if you want to share it with anyone else or you want to hear it again, go ahead and do that. Okay. Dorna and I are available to talk to any of you if you want to speak some more, whether it's to take on the diploma course, whether it's to have some sophrology sessions for yourself. Whatever it is, we're more than happy to spend some time with you. So please reach out for that. If everyone's okay with all of this, then I'm going to thank you very much for joining. And I look forward to having more contact with you and wish you all a very nice day. So thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Dorna. And anyone else who didn't let us know that you're with us, thank you as well. And have a nice day. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.